Hi ladies and gentlemen, Christoph the Polish Geek welcomes you to another trailer reaction, and I decided to react to this that just popped up in my algorithm actually, Heart of the Beast. Yeah, funnily enough, it actually popped up in my algorithm as I was editing my Disclosure Day review video, and then I saw this popping up in my review and I thought, the image looks actually interesting because what I saw was Brad Pitt and the dog. And this seems like it might be one of those movies that will be very good but sadly won't be talked about much, because this is one of the biggest problems that people fail to realize these days, because it's not that there are no good Hollywood movies, there very much are. It's just that oftentimes they sadly get very much buried in a shuffle and nobody talks about them because Hollywood is too busy promoting reboots, remakes, pointless sequels and spin-off nobody ever asked for, and milking the franchises, whereas actual good, interesting ideas that people very much want get totally buried in a shuffle and don't get promoted. And that's why movies that should actually be successful and should actually be making tons of money sadly get lost in a shuffle, and Heart of the Beast seems very much one of those movies. Before we react to the actual trailer, let's read the description. Once again, what I see is Brad Pitt and the dog, and that looks already really interesting because, by the way, I really love a man and dog stories. Like, I'm a huge dog lover, and those are other types of movies I very much love, although I haven't seen that many in recent days. I mean, in 2020 I remember Call of the Wild, and that movie was actually quite good, but the problem was the dog was CGI and that kinda took you completely out of the movie. But other than CGI dog, it was actually a pretty good adventure story about a man and his dog. But yes, a man and a dog friendship stories are types of really good stories I really love, but I haven't seen that many of them in recent years. But let's read the description. After a harrowing plane crash, Special Forces officer James Belmont and his combat dog Odin find themselves stranded deep in the Alaskan wilderness, and together they are forced into a brutal fight for survival against the elements. Like, that sounds pretty intriguing already, actually. But whatever, let's react to the trailer.
Put it there, pal.
We're that, pal.
And you're handsome.
You are.
It's okay, come on. Just a bad dream. We're not there anymore.
You are the first person I've ever seen this far out. What kind of line of work are you in, James?
Army Special Forces retired.
Hey, did I notice some silver in your dog's mouth?
Odin was a combat scouting dog. Target hit him in the mouth with a brick.
Same asshole get his leg?
Yeah.
I hope you gave that fella a piece of your mind.
I shot him in the head.
He shot him in the head! This region here is the heart of the beast. Most folks learn that the hard way.
Good job, buddy.
Beautiful visuals and
We're just gonna have
landscapes.
to do this the hard way. You can do it. I got you. Easy, fella. We can still do this. We've been through worse.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
No, you did not. One last mission. We're not gonna die out here. Buddy, I got you.
September. That's not that long, although I'm really hoping that this is not gonna be one of those movies that gets like a limited release in several countries, but not here in Poland. But this is Paramount Pictures, and unfortunately, plenty of their movies do unfortunately tend to go to straight up to Amazon Prime here in Poland. So I'm really hoping this one is not gonna be one of those movies, because honestly, that looks really good and I'm so excited for it. And this is types of movies we should be getting. Like, again, instead of pointless remakes, spin-offs that nobody asked for, those are type of movies that Hollywood should be promoting, giving us, and those type of movies that should be making money. Like, because that's what types of movies audiences want. And what I like about it is, again, that there hasn't been in a while a movie about a man and dog as best friends, actually. But what I like is that this one seems to be very unique in a sense that it's also in some ways a war movie, because this guy is an American soldier on and his dog is a combat dog, and they're actually somewhere on the battlefield on some American mission, but because their plane crashes, then they get stranded and have to survive together. So in some ways in the beginning, it's also in some ways a war movie. So I really like that unique take on this movie, and then what their survival will be like in the Alaskan wilderness and all. And the landscapes are also pretty beautiful. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I have huge sensitivity to visuals and landscapes. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to it. And I'm really hoping it's not gonna be one of those movies that gets like a limited theater release in several countries, but not here in Poland, because like this is very much type of movie that very much deserves to be released in theaters. And when it gets released here, I mean, if it gets released here, and hopefully, please God, release it here in Poland, I'm totally going to be seeing it. Because once again, those are types of movies we should be getting. I'm afraid you probably won't even see on YouTube all that many trailer reactions to this movie, but someone has to do it, right? But, as I said, Hollywood should start making those movies once again, and once again, this trailer pretty much confirms what I've been saying. It's not that there are no good ideas and good movies not being made in Hollywood. It's just that they're constantly shuffled somewhere down and not getting that much attention, because Hollywood instead prefers to milk franchises to the ground and then constantly make spin-offs, reboots nobody ever asked for. But again, now those are types of movies that we should be getting. Those are types of movies that should be making a ton of money, and those are types of movies that could actually potentially save Hollywood. Not that I'm saying I really particularly want Hollywood saved, but that's ultimately a different story. But whatever, I'm very much looking forward to Heart of the Beast, and hopefully it gets a theater release here in Poland, and it's not going to be one of those that will go straight up to Amazon Prime, but yep. I'm very much excited. Like, this looks really good. Now, next to Robert Eggers' Werewolf and Laika's Wild Dude, this is my other most anticipated movie for the rest of this year. I'm really looking forward to it. But thank you folks for checking out this trailer reaction. Press the like button, please subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you soon in another video. Talk to you later, bye!